When you first launch Toom Studio, you are presented with the welcome window here. Now, this window is very handy because it allows you to quickly create a new project based on template sizes that are built for you, or you can enter your own parameters here. You can also quickly open a recently worked on project, and you can check out some tutorials that are on the Toom website. You also have some buttons down here that allow you to do other things such as contact tech support, check out some e-learning, and you can also go to the Toom website and go to the forums by clicking on any of these buttons here. I'll go ahead and click on the Toom button here, and we'll wait for the web browser to open. And let me go ahead and resize this. And as you see, it takes us right to the Toom main page. So this is very handy when you want to quickly jump to the website to find out what's new, or you want to check out some forums and talk to some people about some problems you may be having, or you might want to find out some techniques. And once again, the tutorials are very helpful as well. I like the cutout video tutorial because it's very detailed, so check that one out for sure. And I'm also going to do a cutout tutorial later on. Here you can name your project, and once you're happy with the name, you click Create, and based on the parameters here, that project will open. You can also choose from this list. So if you want to do an animation for the web, you choose Web Animation Small, and of course the numbers change here to indicate the parameters. For example, your camera size drops down to 160 pixels by 120 pixels, and the frame rate is 12 frames per second. If we choose something like NTSC, which is for North American television, you'll notice that the frame rate goes to 30 frames per second, and your frame size, or your camera size, jumps to 720 pixels by 540 pixels. You can also choose, if you want to work in the European standard size, HDTV, which is high def, and you can also work in film format. And of course, you can choose custom. You can also work on iPod and podcasting, which is quite cool, Windows Mobile Full Screen, and Windows Mobile Browser. So once again, these will just get you started quickly by choosing the size you want, and you can go ahead and click Create, and that project will open for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on the green blob, which is a recent project, just so you can see how this opens for you when you click that button. And we'll give it a couple of seconds, and this project opens for you. I'm going to go ahead and close this project and go back to the startup screen or the welcome screen and show you that you also have a button down here. So, once you get used to using the application, you may decide that you don't want to have this window open up. So you can click right here, do not show this window at startup. Now, if you go ahead and do this and decide later on that you do actually want to see this button again, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my project and show you how to get that back. What you do is you go to the Preferences, and you want to make sure you go to the General tab here, and you choose At Startup, Show Start Page. Once you've done that, that page will open up for you again. So the startup screen is quite handy to use. You can quickly create a project based on your own parameters or the parameters built in for you, open a recent file, check out some tutorials, or use these buttons to have quick access to services such as tech support and also the forums.